Hi and welcome to my soul tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. This channel is dedicated to spirituality, makeup, as well as commentary, when there is something to comment about. Soon I will be joining TikTok and I will be bringing more drama to that particular platform, short videos. So please join me when I will let you know when I start my TikTok channel. For now, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell below, set it on all so you get notified, and also please have a look and check whether you are still subscribed, because at the moment YouTube is unsubscribing subscribers at random, which they do once every so often. Please make sure to like my videos, leave a comment down below. I always want to know your opinions, your comments, and I always do reply. And share my videos. I really appreciate that. And also please join me on Instagram for regular updates. And now let's begin with the KVD eyeshadow palette. 3 different looks. So today I have decided, since I've seen 2 reviews on KVD Beauty, the balm new foundation infused with apples to minimize pores, I have decided to do a 3-look review on KVD, on this KVD Edge of Reality fully recyclable eyeshadow palette. Now, just to show you, it's quite bulky. It's absolutely beautiful the way it's been designed. Raised beading with gold gilding. And it's fully recyclable packaging, made in USA. This was a gift from my daughter for my birthday. Now, let me show you the interesting part. Also, before I do, this is the box that it comes in. Exactly the same as the packaging. And these are the shades and the names in the back. These are, I think, little stars on the inside. Now, it's fully recyclable, so it's not, it's not the sturdiest packaging, but, you can recycle this, so it's great. I absolutely love, not that it makes much of a difference, but to some people it does, because they like to show off their palettes and leave them out. I absolutely love the design of this package. KVD Beauty, cruelty-free, tattoo inspired, with a brand new name. Here are the shades. Made in UK. And now for the interesting part, the color range. And beautiful jewel-toned shimmers. Now, let me just tell you a few things about this palette before we go into doing 3 different looks. It's called KVD Edge of Reality, fully recyclable eyeshadow palette. Now I'm talking about Sephora Australia website. So it's probably cheaper in the USA, but I live in Australia, so I can only give you Australian dollar prices. It was initially $78, and at the moment it's on sale at Sephora, 40% off, so it's a steal. At $46.80. A fully recyclable vegan eyeshadow palette, clearly it's cruelty-free, featuring 14 ultra-pigmented matte and shimmer shades, from minimalist neutrals to jeweled special effects. What it does. The Pixel Perfect Vegan Eyeshadow Palette rewards creative minds with a trove of inspiration to unlock all eye look levels. Enter the edge of reality and escape to your makeup with 6 hyper-blendable mattes for soft glam vibes, plus 8 eye-catching shimmers that can be applied wet or dry. Okay, so what it includes. 6 1.3 gram or 0.05 oz. We do grams. Is that ounces? Matte eyeshadows in Simulate Warm Brown, Immersion, Light Peach, Code, Terracotta, Illusion, Cool Cream, Levels, Medium Gray, Escapist, Navy. And it's got 8 1.15 grams or 0.0 ounces shimmer shadows in Oculus, Warm Gold, Green Screen, Golden Green Flip, Dimensions, Champagne, Transformation, Plum Burgundy, Abyss, Black Pearl, Teleport, Rich Purple, 4D, Pink and Blue Flip, and Critical, Ruby Red. Now, as usual, I like to read just a couple of reviews. I don't want to bore you. You know, some people enjoy knowing about the reviews. Other people not so much. They just want to get straight into the looks. So that's why I've only got here 3 reviews, but there were 46 reviews with 5-star rating. So, a delightful surprise. The mattes blend out seamlessly. The shimmers are amazing. The shimmers have the soft texture that if you dip a wet brush in them, they won't destroy the shadow. I'm so glad I purchased this despite not seeing many reviews about it. Another one, love the shimmers. It's such a shame that the product hasn't been raved enough, as the duochrome colors really rocked, especially when applied wet. So we're going to try a wet, applying with a wet look. Love the packaging, and honestly and really happy I got this eyeshadow palette. My makeup looks great. Pretty shimmers. I'm glad I got this palette. The shimmer colors are really and go on really nice, and all of them are pigmented and super buttery. I like how some of the colors are duochromes, and the fact that it's recyclable is also a plus, and to me it is as well. Let's save the planet. I'm here for it. So let's do a color swatch. Let's start with the mattes. Feels very smooth. I'll do the mattes first. Now I'm going over it a couple of times. It feels smooth. It feels nice and buttery. That cool tone didn't show up very well, so I'll just try that again. Over here, that's better. So here are the mattes. I'll bring them close. A few light shades there, and one real chocolate. And now, for the exciting part, let's swatch the jewel tones. They're stunning. Absolutely stunning jewel tones. And let's go with the gold. Wow. I'll do the top row first. The rose gold. Jewel chrome. It looks like a rose gold, but it's actually like it shifts to a like an apple green. That's stunning. I'd love to do a look with that. My first look. This one here. Can I just say the shimmers feel very, very smooth, very buttery. Even though the matte shades felt smooth, the shimmers feel even smoother. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at these shifts. Especially this one. The second, can you see it shifting? Wow. Oh, I actually didn't swatch the last 2 mattes. I'll get down to those last 2 mattes at the end. Now, this beautiful black. Blue black, I should say. The next, the purple. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Keep going. Don't get too excited all at once. The rose. And that's another jewel chrome. Or multi-chrome, I should say. Shifts. The burgundy, what stunning color. Look at that. It's like a brick red, brick orange. Don't know if the camera, I don't know if the camera is doing it justice. Stunning. And let's go back for the two mattes that I forgot to swatch. These last two here. Brown. Yes, I can safely say that even though the matte shades feel smooth, the shimmer shades feel just like pure butter. And that's the other brown and the blue. And that's all shades swatched. So now let's start with our first look. Now, can I just say, one thing I'm not loving about this palette already, it got messy. Can you see? Can you see how it's getting messy? And over here as well. And over here. That's just, I'm being picky, I guess. So let's start with this cool toned brown. A bit of fallout, not much. Can't start complaining too soon. So as I was saying, I was watching a couple of reviews on kvdbeauty, the new balm foundation infused with apples. If it's infused with apples, it's supposed to tighten your pores, make your pores smaller. So I just want to know one thing, and I'm just very curious. I saw two reviews on that foundation, the new foundation by kvdbeauty, and they were vastly different, and I would love to know why that is. I saw one with mannymua, and that was a sponsored video, and I saw one review of the same product by Porcelain. Her name is Bridget, and that's not a sponsored video. Now, for some strange reason, I don't want to go too deep with this look because I want the shimmer shade to shine. So let's go coral. Not much. So when I was watching the review with mannymua, which was a sponsored video, as far as he was concerned, that foundation, totally flawless, totally amazing, the best thing that ever happened to the new foundation creation. He made it sound like irresistible, like I just wanted to run out and buy it straight away. However, after that, I watched the same foundation review, the Balm Foundation by kvdbeauty by Porcelain, and her review was not sponsored. And for some strange reason, or may I say, I'm just getting more clever with YouTube and reviews. Before I just, as soon as I saw a positive review, I just had to rush out and buy the product. This is just going, please. Now I'm just becoming a little bit more selective. So when I watched mannymua's review, I just felt like that's it. I have to run out and buy this foundation instantly. It's the best thing that's ever happened to the foundation world. And then when I saw Porcelain's review, I was interestingly surprised because in her review, the foundation didn't look so great. Going in with this lighter chocolate shade. A bit of fallout, not much, a little bit. she did a wear test. I think she wore it for about 6 or 7 hours. And the foundation didn't really stand up to all its claims. It didn't look like her second skin. It looked like it was sitting on her skin, and it just looked very patchy. It looked like the pores were not covered at all, as it's claimed by KVD Beauty that, you know, the apple infused foundation is going to minimize your pores, because apparently apples minimize your pores. So there were vastly different reviews for exactly the same product. So I found that quite interesting. Now, since the reviews of this beautiful eyeshadow palette have stated that you get the best look from the shimmer shades with spraying the brush, that's what I'm going to do. I'll try it out by spraying the brush. I am absolutely in love with this shade here because it's monochromatic. So I have to try this shade. Now let's try and see what happens. I hope I love it. Oh my god, it is stunning. I was going to say I hope I love it as much as the reviews have said. And yes, it is beautiful. Now, can I just say, it does leave a dent in the eyeshadows. The brush does. The brush leaves a dent in the eyeshadows. When I pick up the eyeshadows with a brush, it leaves a dent. But does that matter? Not really. I feel that I needed to go in twice to get the color payoff that I was looking for. Bringing you closer. Now let's wet the brush again. And go in with the same shade. From the side it looks brown. Facing it, it looks apple green. So if I put it on the side, it looks brown. If I face it, it looks apple green. If I put it slightly on the side, it looks rose gold. It's the most unique color that I have seen in a long time. But you do get the dents when you put the brush on the shade. No big deal, but you know, stating a fact. I'm just wondering if you guys have picked up this eyeshadow palette, or if you will pick it up after watching this review, because to me it looks like it's worth picking up if you love jewel toned shimmers. And we will just blend it all in nicely. And they blend out really nicely. They blend out easily without much fuss. And I'll find a nice light shade for the inner corner. I think I'll use this shade here. Clean my brushes, one brush at a time. And spray it again. Ooh, I'm not loving that indentation, the brush marks that are left on the shadows. It's because they're very softly pressed. Just put a bit of shimmer up on my brow bone. And I'll finish the look and I'll come back. And we're back. And have a look at that. Can you see the shift in the shimmer? Isn't that absolutely stunning? I'm coming as close to the camera as I can. I hope you can see it. I hope you enjoyed this little look. I actually love it. I think it's very complimentary. I am at the moment trying out the Essence lash mascara that everybody is raving about. I've got my own opinions. Don't always believe everything you hear or see, but I will share my opinions in another couple of videos when I do an Essence eyeshadow palette review. So as I said, I'm still trying it out. I still haven't made up my mind 100%, but I do have some thoughts about this particular Lash Princess. Now mine is, there you go. So mine is waterproof, which many influencers don't like, but I do because I absolutely despise wet mascaras, you know, when they're very wet, because I think they transfer. Okay, well, this is the first look. We will be doing another 2 looks and see whether you will enjoy this palette as much as I enjoy it. It was very easy to use. The mattes are very blendable. The shimmer is, this particular shimmer is stunning. Worked fantastically with a spray brush when I sprayed the brush, and I love it. What can I say? See you next time for the second look. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think of this palette and of this look. Thank you. So the second look I'd like to do today with this KVD Vegan eyeshadow palette are the reds. Reds are really hard to make, so I would actually like to go in with these reds here. And maybe I'd like to do a halo eye and maybe this interesting shade in the center as well. So let's give it a go. All these things are happening at the moment on YouTube. I wonder if you guys have caught up with all this latest David Dobrik drama. Goodness me, it's not funny, is it? So I'm going in with a coral. Hardly any fallout. Just above my crease line, into the corners, and doing the same for the second eye. Just wondering, once we've done our 3 looks, whether you are going to be interested in purchasing this palette or giving it a miss. I find the jewel tones here are so unique and unusual. So just above. Now, it's not going to look fantastic right off the bat. The end result is going to be good. And that's what we care about, isn't it? Now, let's take a deeper chocolate. Take this chocolate over here on an angled brush. A little bit of fallout. A little bit more than the coral shade. And just going into the corner. I've decided to go all red today. And inner corner, and just merging the 2 together. Doing the same with the second eye, blending it out. Yes, as I was saying before, David Dobrik is in a hot mess, and Trisha Paytas has done probably 300 videos on the situation already. She doesn't let go. But then again, you know, when something feels unfair, then you have the right to speak up. And she was right smack in the middle of the situation, so she knows what she's talking about. Here we are. I'm not going to deepen it any further with the chocolate shade. I think that's deep enough. Now, spray the brush. Go in with this shade here. It looks different on camera. Now you can see it better. So it's a burgundy shade that I'm going in with. Just on the sides. Am I seeing a lot of color payoff? Not quite. Going in again, just to create that halo look. And to give it some pigmentation. Now, reds and burgundies are really hard to make, so we need to be mindful of that. And doing the same with the second eye, I guess on both sides of the brush. No, it's definitely not giving me the color payoff that I've been hoping for. It's a very light burgundy. It's barely visible, so I'm going in once again into the shade and trying to build it up. I'd like to do like a really jewel toned effect and make it really bright. Like this would be an evening, obviously, going out. Evening look, a special evening look. Taking it in once again. And once again on the other eye. So that was 3 dips into the shade, just to create the type of color consistency that I'm looking for. Let's take some eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer. To put in the center of the eye. And we're going in with this fire red just to see how it performs. Hopefully we'll get the consistency that we're looking for. Lots and lots of color payoff. And we'll spray the brush again. Okay. Taking in the red. Have a closer look at the red. Now that's a true red, isn't it? Just wanted to make a really festive date night look. Not that I'm going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, that's a bit nicer. But having said that, I'm not getting the payoff that I was hoping for. I was hoping for a much deeper color payoff. It's not the same on the eyes as it is in the pan. It's not the same depth on the eyes as it is in the eyeshadow pen. Unfortunately, because I was hoping for that. But I'll go in once again. There it is. So you need to go in at least twice to get the color payoff that if you desire a deep look, if you desire a more gentle look, then I guess once will suffice. Spraying the brush again. That's so much better the second time around. You can actually see the red. Now what I would like to do, just in the center, in the very center, I'd like to put in just a little bit of a lighter color, just to give it that dual chrome effect. Make your eyes really stand out. Or in this case, my eyes. Recreate the same look. If you get this palette, there we go. That's more of a rosy. It doesn't look rosy on the camera. It shifts. This is a monochromatic eyeshadow palette, so it shifts. It depends on which way you look at it. It gives you different variations. Just putting that in the center. Give it a bit more of an oomph. Going in again. Need to spray it. The next look I'd like to try with just using my finger. Although all the reviews were saying that you get a much better color payoff when you spray the brush. But we do want to try all kinds of ways of applying the shadows. That looks better. Looks much better. All right. I'm just wondering, can you hear my son yawning in the background? Lord, goodness me. I did ask him to be quiet, so he's watching the football. So he's not yelling out for the football, but he is having a good old yawn. So what I'd like to do is just one more time to give all the shades a nice blend. Go in once more into this coral shade. Blend it all together. Same on the other eye. Okay, I'll go away, finish off the look, and I'll come back in. And this is the finished look. I'll bring you closer, much closer. Take a good look. What do you think of it? I think it turned out quite well. It's a nice date night look, isn't it? It's not a day look, it's not a work look, it's not a going to school look. It's more of a, going on a date look. I think it looks lovely. But it did take me a few dips of the brush to get to the color, because I feel that it just didn't give me enough color payoff from the first go. So I would say 2 to 3 dips into whichever shades you are looking for when it comes to the jewel tones. When it comes to the mattes, it performs excellent. Like, they're all very, very pigmented. I find the mattes in this palette more pigmented than the jewel tones. But the jewel tones also perform very well. You just need to dip a few times into the pans. The other thing I just wanted to mention is what this palette is missing is a nice mirror. If there was a mirror here instead of vegan beauty written on it, it would be more convenient. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this second look, and we'll come back with the third look just a bit later on. Bye for now. Okay, so today we're doing the final look. I was thinking that it's daytime and I have some errands to run. So I'm just going to do a quick natural look. And as you can see, I need to get to the hairdresser. I have an appointment today. So I was thinking today to use this bronze shade. Just a neutral, natural bronze shade. I haven't been using much of these mattes, the cool toned mattes. I guess it's because this palette is really cleverly designed. The cool toned go very well with this jeweled toned blue, which I thought was black, but it's actually, after I've swatched it, it's a real navy blue. And I haven't used this purple, which goes very well with the cool tones. And I guess this multi-chrome also goes nicely with the cool tones. But mostly I've been using the top row and a few shades here. So I haven't used much of this beautiful natural skin-like tone. The next cool tone, grayish brown, and I haven't used the two navies. But the rest of the palette I've used, so we can have a fair idea of how it performs. So let's do a nice neutral look, because it's daytime and I'm on my way out, and as you can see, my air conditioner isn't on because it makes a sound, and I wouldn't want to put you through it. So it's still warm out here. We are in autumn time, but you wouldn't know it. It's very warm. Okay, so I'll start with this natural tone. Right, just bring it up, open my eyes a bit, and the same for the other eye. There isn't really much fallout at all. The weekend, well, tomorrow is the weekend. What are you guys doing on the weekend? When I upload this video, it's not going to be the weekend, but when I'm filming it, it's a Friday. So now I'll dip into this coral shade, which I absolutely love. I love coral eyeshadows. And just put it in my crease. We're doing a nice natural look because I'm going out shopping, paying bills, what normal people do. Going to the hairdresser, because as you can see, my hair absolutely needs to get done. So I'm just putting it a bit above the crease line, the coral shade, and you can hear my dog playing in the background, as he does when I tape videos. And then we'll go in with this warm brown shade. Wakey wakey! Anyway, so I'm putting this in, doing a V. What I like about this palette is the mattes buildable, but at the same time they're very easily blendable. Listen to me, buildable and blendable. Oh my goodness me. So I am going to try to use my fingers today with bronze, goldy bronze jewel tone, just to see how it performs, how this shadow performs with using fingers. Now, can I just tell you, this is a very interesting formula as I'm talking about the shimmer shades, because it's putty-like. See? It's putty-like. Can you see the indentation? It's quite amazing. So, I've swiped it. And let me see how it performs on the eye. Quite well. Much better than I expected, because all the feedback that I read on this palette says that it performs very well with a brush that's sprayed, but it also performs very well with applying the shimmer shadows with the finger. A quick, very quick get ready with me for everyday natural look. I like it. Let's just blend it all in. Can I also say that I made a little mistake? I misread where this eyeshadow was made. It was actually made in Italy, and I thought it was made in UK. So yeah, excellent quality. I'm not going to go away and come back because this is a very quick look. I'll just show you the final result. I've been dying to try this gold eyeliner from Colourpop on my waterline. It gives it a nice pop, doesn't it? A nice pop of color. My eyes are so sensitive because I get hay fever. So if the formula isn't right, my eyes will get watery and stinging. But this formula is great because I'm not getting any stinging at all. Let's put a little bit of this beautiful gold shade, gold highlighter from Flower Beauty. I'll write in the description below all the makeup that I've been using over the 3 days, just to keep you informed. I like it. I do like it. And I like the way the eyeshadow with the movement, it shifts color. The jewel chrome shades. Just give it a final touch up. I'll use this warm chocolate. Oh my god. This is the chocolate. This is the chocolate. This is just a warm brown. I've got chocolate on my mind. I know why. Because it's nearly Easter time. And I bought chocolate for my children. And I've been wanting to give them the chocolates today. So I keep thinking about chocolates. I personally don't like chocolate. Very rarely will I eat chocolate. And if I do, I prefer white chocolate. But my children love chocolate, so I've got chocolate Easter eggs for them and all of that. So that's why I've got chocolate on my mind. It really is. Wow. I find it amazing how those jewel toned shades are putty-like. See, you can see every single time you touch them, you can see the leave-in indentation. And I'm also very happy with the mattes. And I think the color story, I'm using a eyelash primer. I'll show you. Eyelash primer. Just for the simple fact that I don't want to look like I have panda eyes after a couple of hours because I'm going out. So what was I talking about? I was talking about the color story of this eyeshadow palette. It's really cohesive and you can make so many different looks out of it. After you've seen 3 different looks, I'm just wondering whether you're going to pick up this palette, whether you already have this palette, and what you think of it. Please let me know. Comment down below. I love to hear from you. And so does Louis, my dog. Oh, he's such a big boss. He is a big boss of the family. Big Jack Russell. This big. His size doesn't stop him from bossing everyone around. Okay, Louis. Okay, baby. We had a little scare with Louis. He had a cartilage, torn cartilage on his knee, his hind leg, and oh my goodness me, we already booked an operation, which I was dreading for him, because Louis, shush puppy, yes, hi baby, hi baby. I was dreading for him because first of all I adore him. I adore his little face. That's number one. And number two, I hated him being in pain after the operation. So we've been doing injections, weekly injections, anti-arthritic weekly injections for him, in hope that he would feel better and he would recover gradually. He's been, for most part, indoors for the past 2 months because I was told by the vet that I need to keep him off his legs to just keep resting. But we already booked for the operation for next Tuesday, and he is also on anti-inflammatory medication. And as weeks have gone by, I have noticed a big improvement. So I thought, you know what, and the vet said that it's a really painful procedure, operation. So I've been keeping an eye on him, and I've noticed that his leg looks much better. He steps on it. He can stand on it, lifting his right leg now. He can put a lot of weight on it when he does wee-wees and all of that. So I went to the vet yesterday in hope that they would tell me that we might not need to go ahead with the operation, and guess what? They said, just keep him indoors for another 2 weeks, keep an eye on him, let's keep going with the injections, and hopefully he will recover without having surgery. So fingers crossed, because there'll be a miracle. So I've been really stressing out for my little furry baby. Okay, well, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. Let's have a look. I'll bring you close. There's the look. It's a nice natural look. My final verdict is this palette is absolutely super awesome, and it's on sale now, $46.80 Australian dollars, so in Sephora. So I'm sure that in America it's even a lot cheaper. For me personally, I can create so many different looks out of it that it's absolutely worth it. So that's just me. That's my opinion. You might have a different opinion to me. The only thing I'm not crazy about is that it gets messy. If you can have a look on the bottom, it gets messy. That's just my only issue, which is a mild issue. It's not that much of a big deal, and it is a little bit bulky. Apart from that, excellent. Well done, KVD Beauty. And look at this packaging, absolutely stunning. So thank you very much for being with me. Cosmic kisses to everyone. See you next time. Bye for now. Stop that, please. forgot. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say. I forgot on my... What is it? I'm tired. I can't remember. I can't say that. Someone driving past. Music blasting. It's my pen. My pen just dropped. This red's here. It's my dog getting upset that I'm recording.